Yeah, so you might notice that Enny just fixed the spelling of my name tonight.
Did he have it wrong this whole time?
We have a big announcement. Well, I mean, look at the tag in front of the name.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So ennyMura has welcomed me to the family. And with the win tonight, I think it's a good time to announce it. ennyMura has let the darkness in once and for all. But I am
like
I'm absolutely thrilled to be part of ennyMura now, part of this journey.
The hardest working guy in hardest working guys in SoCal Pokken.
Yeah,
and in Smash. Hard working guys in Smash too.
When you fight me, you're fighting EM behind me now. The time has come. How come you don't have an EM? It doesn't fit.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying. Like, where's the tag?
Where is it? Out.
This was this was a battle. This was battle for the tag.
They were only gonna let the winner stay.
This was battle for the tag. This was battle for EM. Anyway, I am no longer EM.
Let's talk Pokken. What do you want to talk about? We got a lot of things.
Well,
1.3, etc.
Yeah, there is 1.3, huh? So, you were talking about how it. Obviously, he's still like #1.
I don't think he's #1.
You don't think so?
No, I think
even after all your performances.
Yeah, I think Sceptile's #1.
So you think Sceptile has more winnable matchups?
Yeah.
Than Shadow Mewtwo? Really?
I think Sceptile's only bad matchup is Shadow Mewtwo.
That's crazy.
I think that's his only bad matchup, and it's not even that bad. It's like 55-45.
That's crazy. I mean, what changes in field ruin Shadow Mewtwo's matchups that badly?
Jump Y. So, one thing that you weren't catching on to because you just didn't know the change. If you're at mid-range and you block jump Y, it's like -28 now.
Oh, okay. So that's a pretty big
There's so much
deal.
lag between it now that it doesn't even combo into Thunder unless you're at full screen.
Wow.
So, like, basically, you can just block it and then CADC, or you can block it and if you're close, free homing attack. So that move doesn't exist. Like, it just doesn't exist. If I'm going to do it, I have to...
Unless the opponent doesn't know, like today.
It's like, I mean, I have like a kind of 50-50 if I think my opponent's committing to going in on me, where I throw it while approaching and go into the Earthquake. But that's all I have now out of it.
Because you can cancel that move into Earthquake.
Yeah, you can do the Earthquake and catch most people's homing attacks and counters.
I noticed you use Earthquake in some combos when before you never really used that move.
You need it now.
Yeah.
It costs less HP than everything else you do.
So
I can't just Vortex anymore. I have to rarely Vortex.
The amount of recoil that they increased that was the part of the patch, and that was enough to warrant changing your moves.
I had to change my whole playstyle.
Okay.
Well, if you had noticed, I don't camp very much.
It's no, yeah.
I can't. Every pillar costs 30.
We noticed that in we noticed that in pretty much all your sets today. That's why, like you said, I picked Libre because I figured I might as well try it one more time.
Yeah.
But like you said, that's why you feel that's a good matchup, because I don't have too many defensive options, or I need to understand that matchup better before I can.
Yeah, committing to Wild Charge is so hard. I think I agree with the nerfs, and I don't agree with the Vortex buff with the +8 or +4 or whatever it is. Like, I mean, the nerfs are fair. Like,
it must be if you think it
hurt
a lot of his matchups, and you think that someone else is.
But I mean,
the best character.
To be honest, I didn't think the HP nerf on Vortex was going to hurt me that bad, but I really can't use that move that much. Like, it's.
What did it go from? Like, what was the difference?
I think it was 40 before, now it's 70.
Okay, so almost double.
Yeah.
Almost double.
So it's like you use it, and then you're like, yeah, I hit them, and they took as much damage as I did for hitting them. We did it, guys. So, like, the only place you use it is when you're in burst because it costs nothing. Or if you're already, like, almost dead, you can use it because it's like, it doesn't do anything, right?
Right.
If you have 30 HP and you Vortex, it only costs you 30 HP to Vortex.
Okay. But, I mean, you said, he's plus, or he's just less negative now on block with the Vortex?
Vortex, if you do level 3 Vortex like Meaty, it's +4.
Okay, so that doesn't, I mean.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Vortex
I'm not
is
really taking advantage of it yet. I need to be.
Well, you have to media it to get +4. You can't.
You don't have to. Like, you could be like at this range and then charge it and then do sword into level 3.
Okay, but that's what I mean. Like when you said media, I'm thinking that you can only get +4 when they're waking up.
I mean, that's the easiest situation.
Oh, okay.
What you do is like you just like option select their wake up, right? Like if they want to wake up and do something, the sword's coming first. So if they like try like Sceptile anti-air grab or Charizard or something, the sword is going to crit them, and then you combo into the level 3. And then if they block, it's +4, and you get to do whatever you want after. You just do another one, man, and then you lost 140 HP.
Yeah, it's rough. It's been a while since I fought, your Shadow Mewtwo, especially. It's been a while since I fought it.
I'm running a wild new playstyle as of this week that I've just been grinding online with people. Shoutouts to the back room. A lot of you in here in the chat tonight.
Discord.
All the talks, all that stuff helps me a lot, so you guys are all great. Really appreciate the games.
Yeah, like I was saying, I forgot how scary it is though when you're Shadow Mewtwo does a phase shift and you're landing, and I know when he's not in synergy, his throw is not so powerful, but it's you know, with Vortex being even better now, I forget how scary that situation is, and it's so hard because
especially since you have to play pure rush down with Shadow Mewtwo now.
And it's so hard because like I feel like then the only way, because his options are so good and so safe, the only way to be ahead is to constantly be the one landing the combos and getting the phase shift, obviously, but it's not very easy. That's not easy at all against Shadow Mewtwo.
JTR, you should tell them about like the other 10 times you've lost to me though. But yeah, he kind of bodied me earlier because I just didn't guess right. I mean, Shadow Mewtwo mirror, you just guess, and if you're wrong,
it was a mirror match.
Yeah, if you're wrong, you lose the round. Yeah, like instantly. Like, you can't come back from that. What else? I was going to say something else about the changes. I don't remember.
I want to talk Breaksin really quick, okay?
Oh, Breaksin.
Okay, so when this game came out,
not going Breaksin.
when this game came out, right? There's like it was literally like some people were either like, oh, Breaksin's so bad. You were one of them. You said Breaksin was a bad character.
Yeah.
And then there's the people.
I mean, I still thought that for sure. Like I still to this day before 1.3 thought Breaksin's bad. Like
right. And then there are the people getting beaten by the Breaksins, getting lamed out by the Breaksins, getting fampied, resh-rimmed. Right, Breaksins were saying, there's no way this is a bad character. This character has
thing is, like, I don't know. I just don't understand it because, like, I've gone Gardevoir against them. I've gone Shadow Mewtwo against them. I've gone Sceptile against them. I've gone Suicune against them, and I've always come out on top.
Against the Breaksins.
So I'm always just like, why is everybody losing to this character?
And this was before you're saying, like,
before
back
1.3, yeah.
Okay.
1.3, like, it's not so much that Breaksin got, like, so much better, but that her bad matchups lost, like, key points that led them to beat her, and they don't
it was the balance of the characters all around Breaksin, not so much Breaksin.
Yeah, like her ability to play the mid range is so good right now.
But you know what else it is, like since like the game has been in everyone's hands, all the tech I've seen like on YouTube and Twitter, it's always a new Breaksin guard break setup. Like this character's moves are just designed to be breaking guard because Breaksin can put down the pillar, and then for some reason, like the slide and the boomerang are like heavy guard crush moves. Like,
yeah, if you guys want to see what Ryan's talking about, go look up Tonosama's Twitter. That guy's posting like 4 things per day. Like, look at this new stupid Ninetales guard break
a ton of. That Ninetales one is so good.
Wow. It's like an instant break.
It is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally you block it, and then the slide, and then your shield broke. And then she's,
and then she does 200 damage.
I thought there was supposed to be scaling on guard break. I guess it's dependent on the move you break
there is.
with.
It would have done 300
oh
normally.
My goodness. And then of course you do it against wall, then you get a wall. It's nuts. So like this character got buffed. Did she get any nerfs at all in the patch?
I don't think so.
Okay, so for the most part, just buffed.
It was mostly like it wasn't even buffs. It was like fixes.
Okay, fixes.
Things
and then
that weren't working right.
The nerfs to the characters around her, and you got people busting all kinds of tech. This character just climbed her way to the top.
Winning in Japan, winning everything in Japan right now. So even before 1.3, Tonosama is dominating. They all are collectively saying he's the best player in the world right now.
Wow.
Yeah, Sako, or not Saku, Sako, I'm thinking wrong Gengar. Sasahune. Sasahune said on his Twitter, I had my friend translate it for me. He said he's not going to EVO, but he's not really worried because the people who are going, Japan is heavily favored to take EVO. Like, he was very confident in that statement. But we're ready, man. Like, we're all working. We're all working so hard. The back
you guys are watching us work hard, and like Cody was saying, the back room in Discord, all very, very strong players.
Speaking of Japan, Saku streamed really early this morning. I was still up, and I just tuned in just to see how he's dealing with 1.3 Shadow Mewtwo. And I just stole all of his field tricks for today. I'm just going to do all of that stuff. And it's helping, like, because you can't use Jump Y much.
All right, guys. So do you guys have any questions before we call it a night tonight? Any questions for our Grand Finals champion?
Do you have any questions for our consistent back to top 3 double main man?
We did it. We don't talk about fight. Chat delay, waiting for questions. So EM, huh? So EM.
EM, son.
Wow. Well, okay, there you go. Before we get to that really quick, how did that happen? What happened there?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it?
You're on EM and you don't even know?
I'm so out of the loop.
Don't worry about it.
So out of the loop.
It's legendary decision. JP versus NA, I think JP is better than us, but not by as much as they used to be. Like, I think players like myself, I think players like Suicune Master, Bim, like the big names you guys know, like Ouroboros, like all those guys, I think that any of them can take out a Japanese player. You have to be playing your best. Like, you cannot have like any sort of, oh man, I'm just going to do whatever, right, in this situation. Like, you have to be playing at your best, and you will be able to beat Japanese players. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be a very uphill battle for us. They've had the game 6 months longer, but we have some very powerful players. Like, we've all been rising. It's only getting stronger. We're all working together, more importantly. And, you know, lots of communication on Twitter, the back room, all of us meeting each other in person, becoming friends, playing online a lot. We're working together, and that is what's going to help us beat Japan, honestly, in the long run.
Wow. That was good. I like that.
That's just the truth, man.
Thank you, Dirkus. I appreciate it. How do I become one with Libre?
How's SM2 now 1.3? I just spent like a good 10 minutes talking about that, so check out the archive.
Heroic Frank, I want to answer that with something the Slipping Bug always tells me. Stop using 2A. Stop using Wild Charge. And he told me when I got back to top 3 after my slump, he told me, see, you did better because you stopped doing Wild Charge. And I'm going to agree with that, Heroic Frank. Don't use Wild Charge so recklessly. You want to throw it out. Moves like that, you're going to want to throw out once in a while to put a fear in it. But that's a big one, and you want to use every tool that Libre has. I feel like from the start,
I really like your use of 8Y now. I think
thank you, sir.
Dude, that like low profiled my counter attack. I had no idea what happened.
that was the randomest thing.
That was very strange. I was like, I guess I can't do that.
Yeah, and like I'm sure this goes with a lot of characters, but like personally, me, I feel like Libre, you want to use every tool Libre has. You want to use every single tool. Field, like some people say Libre's field is awful. I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's awful. It's obviously not great, but I feel like Libre has a lot of answers and a lot of tools in field. You know, you just have to work a lot harder to do it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, Wild Charge isn't that bad. Like you have to use it sometimes.
It's not.
You have to keep the threat there, basically.
And there are like some characters because I think it's like I don't know the frame data is completely right, but it's like it sits something like -17 or something crazy. If the opponent's only going to throw, you got to remember that some characters, that's not that bad of a punish, even a critical throw. Some of them, the damage is not that high that it's like if you throw a Wild Charge once in a while, it gets blocked and they throw critical throw. It's not the end of the world. You know, some characters, if you Wild Charge and they get a full punish, then you don't want to do it all.
It's like it's not a big deal compared to the reward because you're going to get like 180 or something on a critical, and then you get enhanced.
And you're going to keep enhanced, or gain enhanced. This is a good one. How is regular Mewtwo now? And that's a good one because you were telling me earlier, T-Loc, that you think that character fell, right? He
fell a lot. I think he's like top 7. Like he's not up there anymore.
Why do you think Mewtwo fell so badly?
The zoners all destroy him now. He has no answer in field to any of them.
And it was just because of that one field change?
Because they took away the disc, man. It's like destroying him. The other thing that was huge was confusion being -11 now. You block confusion, you get a free 9-frame punish. Like that move used to be the god. He could use that anywhere, and then it's like, he's like, oh, I hit you.
It was pretty much an option select, right? Before, because if they jumped, you get like a big combo. If you blocked it, you were safe. Like,
yeah,
it did everything.
You're not safe anymore. It's -11.
Oh. So what if you mediate? Like, you know, because a lot of times the setup is against the wall, so they're falling down from the wall.
You can't mediate confusion if they're blocking. You just killed yourself.
Oh,
you killed yourself. They wake up and they blocked, and you hit their block. You're like, yay, free grab.
Mutator still thinks it's top 5.
I wanted to respond to Richard, aka Ghost Stall, real quick. He said we need to play. I don't know why we have not played. Like, I really, really need to. I'm sure you do too. We need to like perfect that mirror match before Japan comes with their Shadow Mewtwo's. So let's definitely do that. Maybe tonight if you're up late. If not, then tomorrow.
Last question, Nightshades. I like this one. Who are the SoCal hidden bosses as of right now? And
oh man,
it's funny
because he just wants me to mention him. He's not even a hidden boss because he won a tournament.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
so you're not hidden.
Like, are there any dark horses in Pokken in SoCal? I mean, everyone plays here, right? Pretty much, like at least a couple times.
I mean, it's hard, man. Like, it's hard. It's really hard to say. Like, the people who were hidden bosses have been showing off the last few weeks. So it's like, who's hidden now? Is anybody really hidden anymore? Everyone's like, so good.
What did I tell you over there, right? It's been a long time and that we've had this again where you and I are meet in grand finals again.
You get like one of the best players from NorCal, second place finisher at Seattle, comes down and gets 5th. Like, what is going on with our region? There's no hidden bosses. Like, everybody who's in top 8 is godlike.
What a jump. You win that fight, and then you get 5th the following one.
I went into this tournament today expecting to lose to Sidfox, and I'm honestly fortunate he didn't go Breaksin.
So
I was not ready for his Breaksin.
Did you tell him that?
I told him that. I told him that.
Why didn't you
after the first round, I told him that. I'm like, what are you doing? Go Breaksin, dude. It's way better for Breaksin. And he's like, nah, and then he's stuck with Machamp. I don't know if he thought I was baiting him, but Like, everybody's scary. I couldn't lose to anybody here.